Okay, I want to show you how to find the extra credit assignments. So there's a couple of different ways you can do it. The easiest way will be to look at the assignment calendar. So you come to calendar, click on assignment calendar, and you'll see we had some due this past Monday. But we've got lots and lots and lots of extra credit stuff due the last day of class. Now, because they're due on the 28th, you will not be able to turn them in late. So everything that's due on the 28th, you can start now. These are the assignments. So some of them are grammar activities, some of them are vocab activities, some of them are culture activities or videos. Now you'll see there's a whole slew of grammar and vocab quizzes. I did some assigning from chapter 13, 14, and 15, which we're not going to cover this session. But if you wanted to work ahead and do some of the extra, like do the vocab from chapter 13, or do the vocab from chapter 14, or do the grammar stuff, chapter 14 and 15 have the subjunctive, which is actually very, very useful in French and very necessary to have a full, complete understanding of what's being said around you, or phrases that you may want to use may require the use of the subjunctive. So it's too bad that we don't have quite the time to go over the subjunctive, but we just don't. So I've put those espace structure activities for for chapter 14 and 15. And right now my list right here is just a mess, right? So, and it's trying to ask if I want to reassign them, so I don't. So if you wanted to see, for example, under content, you could go to activities and see, oh, I want to look at chapter 13. To show all units. Hello, come on. And then you can switch and go look at unit 13 and see anything that's due. So there's some vocab stuff. The leçons and les lettres won't have anything because most of that's going to be recording. So these are all going to be computer graded activities. If you want to do any of the roman photo or any of the culture, let's add some of those. Then you can do those. If you want to do vocab stuff, you can just do vocab stuff. If you want to do grammar stuff, you can just do grammar stuff. If you only want to do culture stuff, you can do that too. So there's lots of activities that you can choose to do or choose not to do. Now, I didn't do all of them. Look at it is actually pretty useful, so let's do some of those. So if you don't like an activity, don't do it, because there's lots of other things that you could do instead. Right? Loading. Okay. But like I said, for the Unit 14 stuff, if you want to do the subjunctive, you can do the subjunctive, and then you can also go do the grammar quizzes associated with them, so that you can check and see how well you're understanding the subjunctive. And I will put these quizzes towards some of your quiz points, and I will put the other assignments, the regular activities assignments, towards your devoir grade. So again, if you want to see the list, you can have the assignment calendar. You can also go under, let me go into my student persona. Mademoiselle has been a very bad student, and her grade sucks a lot. So you don't want the summary, you want the details. And you can shift between whichever lesson you want to look at. Now, all the A lessons are listed first, and then all the B lessons are listed second, so that's just a little bit confusing. But you can do category, and if you want to look at just the extra credit stuff, you can do that. And then you can say, oh, I want to look at one section. I want just the espace culture. And you can filter that, and it will give you all the extra credit espace culture that you have or haven't finished. Right? So you can check your grades there. I thought you could filter so you could see them too, but yeah. So I wouldn't recommend trying to look at this list necessarily, because this is just going to give you a giant list. So these are the ones that have already passed, the qui que and don't that were due Monday. So yeah, lots of different ways you can look at the extra credit. And then you're still welcome to submit help requests if you're having trouble while you're doing some of the extra credit assignments.